Hi, okay, Miss K and anybody who has taken the previous course that I did through TikTok, let me know if it's landing the same way. Also, if I can improve anything, because obviously I aim to improve, clarify anything. And second of all, I'm going to consider this little piece here your extra bonus content, things that aren't necessarily key to know moving forward, but things that I find particularly interesting. So again, it might not appeal to you. I'll keep it short. Basically, I wanted to talk about Carl Jung. He's a pretty popular psychologist in many things. He had so many, like, typology is from Carl Jung, and we're not going to get into specifics because, again, don't want to confuse anybody, but it's kind of cool. So basically, he ends up having this NDE, like near-death experience. And all of his writing after the fact was very symbolic and very focused on wholeness of the psyche, which is also psychology, astrology. It's all about wholeness, embracing all those pieces of ourselves, and building awareness. It's very empowering and validating. But he didn't endorse astrology per se. He was very intrigued by it. He did numerous studies on it. He even did this one to see if astrology in general tracked. I think he was researching Venus and the probability of marriage and rah, rah, rah. And he got really frustrated because he couldn't find the trend. The funny thing is now I'm but he wouldn't have taken into account the context that we now have, which is that marriage isn't forever. So just because we marry someone, they might not match our birth chart, It might be the next person who was the better fit or whatever. Anyways, those are my thoughts on him. Also, after he started writing, after his NDE, near-death experience, he wrote in a language of symbolism. And as it turns out, it mirrors a lot of astrology. So that's why then Liz Green enters the picture and Harold Saporto, I'm sorry, pronunciation. And they create astrology psychology, but it's built off of Carl Jung's typology, symbolic sort of writings, and then also their insights and so on and so forth as both psychologists and astrologists, and seeing the continuity between both subjects. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite quote in the world, so super bonus content, very niche here. But Liz Green, she talks about how psychology, oh gosh, I'm gonna mess this up. But psychology, when you break it into pieces, logos is quite frankly the soul, and the psyche piece is the study. So what's closer to astrology but the study of the soul is what she said, and it was cool. So anyways, love you all. Let me know. Have a great day.